Well, hello, hello. This is Talk Soup Roundtable. I'm Dr. Avis Williams, the proud superintendent for Selma City Schools. And of course, I have our amazing community engagement specialist, C-Dub, as I call her, Courtney Washington, or Miss Washington, as you may know her. Hey, Courtney, how are you?
Hey, Doc, I am doing well. Hello, Team Selma. Thank you guys so much for joining our Talk Soup Roundtable. We're sure to have a great discussion today. And let's just go ahead and get started, Doc.
Yeah, absolutely. And so Talk Soup Roundtable is just all about diving into a specific topic with some interested parties. And today we're talking about thankfulness, and we are so thankful for our community partners. And this includes our families, our team members, faith-based partnerships, and so much more. And so we've got several partners who are with us today, several guests that are with us today. And so we'll just start off with you, Becky, if you'll introduce yourself and tell us your affiliation with Team Selma.
I'm Becky Youngblood, Executive Director of Arts Revive. And our mission, of course, is to enhance community development through the arts. And one of our foundational goals to support that mission is the educational component. So we love to partner with you guys and bring things like tale-telling and French photographers into the schools and introduce our children. Just give them a little culture and broaden their world.
We love it. Thank you so much for being here. What about you, Miss Perry Watkins? Mrs. Perry Watkins? Are you there?
She's one of our parent partners.
Yeah, one of our parent partners. So we certainly welcome her, and maybe she'll chime in a bit. What about you, Mr. Ramos? How are you? Okay, y'all can't be leaving us hanging while we're on Facebook Live now. Come on, people. I see Miss Lewis saying she can't hear anything, so we must be having a bit of a technical difficulty. So Miss Lewis, I don't know if it's your volume, but check your volume and we can definitely circle back to you. Mrs. Perkins, how are you today?
Let me unmute myself. Hello, I am fine. Thank you for asking.
Yay, thank you for being here. And of course, she is our family engagement specialist and is responsible for our parent university, which is a major force in terms of our community partnering. And then, of course, we have JB. Hey, JB, how are you?
Hey, Doctor. Hey, everyone. Thankful to be here today. And I'm JB. I'm the youth and education pastor at Elkdale Baptist Church. And we are about having changed lives by the gospel and real relationships, not only with Jesus Christ, but certainly with each other. And so we're so excited to be a part of Team Selma. Thank you.
Yay, we are excited to have you. And that's exactly what we want to talk about today, is just that being a part of Team Selma. And, you know, we have a theme, one team, one voice, committed to excellence. And I know you guys look forward to me and Courtney saying that together at the end. And we'll do that. We will still do that. But I just wanted to emphasize that theme is real. And you all are part of that team. And, you know, we cannot be successful without our community. And so Becky, let's start with you. And you mentioned Telltale. What are some of the other things that you have done with our schools or partnerships that you've established within Team Selma? And tell us a little bit about how that's been going.
Well, the most recent thing, we did telltelling in October, and then the beginning of November, we went into the schools we had an international photography festival. And thanks to the help of Concetta and Courtney, we lined up some sessions in the schools, and that was very successful. And, you know, one of the guys was a French photographer, so I think the children really enjoyed getting to meet Stefan. And then we had Andrea from New Jersey. We had people from all over the whole world, actually, in Selma for that event. And so bringing them into the schools was just one of the components that's my favorite thing. So
I love it. And I actually enjoyed meeting Stefan as well. He was so cool and so talented. And I really enjoyed seeing our scholars express themselves through the arts. And yes, I could tell some of them were really surprised at how expertly their masterpieces were done. You know, that finished product was amazing.
It really was. And we kept those, I think I was going to get those to Concetta, the the poetry, spoken word poetry and images that we printed and hung up at Arch Revive. So
Yeah.
I'll follow up with her and make sure she has that.
Yeah, that'll be awesome because they were certainly beautiful.
They were.
I love the approach, the different approach to the arts. And so you had the photography, but then we also worked with Andrea at Payne with our 4th and 5th grade scholars to create the camera. It's obscure, saying that wrong, but it was so interesting watching them build it and finding the joy in that activity and connecting it back to what they were learning in school. So that was too. Thank you.
Yeah. And I think they got to explore a little bit of poetry. You know, they were poets and didn't know it in a lot of cases because their poetry was absolutely beautiful.
Their work was amazing. It brought tears to my eyes. They were really, really impressive.
Yeah. Well, JB, I know you and the Good News Club have been with us for a while. Started off at Edgewood, but you guys have branched out. Tell us about the work that you do as youth pastor at Elkdale.
Yeah, well, thank you for, again, having me on. And, you know, Good News Club was just a vehicle to love our schools and certainly through our city. And so, as you said, not just Elkdale, but we have Church Street United Methodist Church, and we have First Baptist downtown, and several other Westwood Baptist. There's other churches that are certainly involved in Team Selma, but we started at Edgewood because it's right across the street right there.
You can see it from your window, right?
Yeah, it's beautiful over there. And so I've been here now for 5 years, but 50 years ago, you know, Edgewood was started actually in this community, kind of north part of Selma at that time. And Elkdale's church family was a part of the building of that school. And there were so many children coming to our community or kind of this part of town, the city, the developers, they said, hey, we need to start a school. And so they actually met inside of our buildings first before they could even get going over there. And so, you know, God set that partnership up years ago. And so we just want to continue to be faithful to who he is and allowing us to do that. And so we started at Edgewood, and the program Good News Club is kind of a vacation Bible school, after school program. And so I got together as many retired school teachers as I could. And I said, hey, y'all come in one room, and then I got you here. Now y'all just do this because I have no clue, what to do. And so anyways, that branched out, and we had at that time, Knox Elementary and Cedar Park and Payne and Clark, downtown, and then Meadowview, elementary, and of course Edgewood. And so it was a wonderful thing. And then God allowed COVID to happen, right? And so we understand the isolation, and so we're slow go trying to work with our administrators and things like that, but we're sending some take-home packets, home. And so we just want to be a part of the schools as we try to navigate, the environment and things. But it's been a wonderful, wonderful way to reach out, not only as Christ followers, because, as I'm looking around, God is about the big C church. It's not just about this denomination, right? And so, so it's been wonderful for us to be a Christ-centered community, and then to be a part of our schools. And so thank you so much.
I'm glad you mentioned COVID. I guess it's the gift that keeps on giving. We are still in a pandemic, right? And, that changed things. It changed our needs, and it changed the needs of our families. And I know with our parent university, we are really making sure that we're responsive to what our families need in light of the pandemic and beyond. And I know Mrs. Perkins spearheaded our eye care efforts, and also partnering with the city and even the county school system. Mrs. Perkins, can you tell us a little bit more about the partnerships that you have been instrumental in?
Yes. The eye care is a character-based program, and it's community, home, and school-based. And it is also, I'm at a loss for words. The data it's data-driven. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah. And it is also data-driven. At the end of each month, our parents we're now online, so I don't have to run thousands of copies and staple anymore. Everything is online. The lessons, there are like 5 things each month based upon that character trait word. And I think for November, respect is the word for the month. And if the homeschool and community, we're all, saying that to the young people, then hopefully respect will be the number 1 character trait word for that particular month. But as I was saying, it's so easy now. Parents, all they have to do is say, I've done 1 or 5 of those monthly activities. They have the entire month to get that activity done. And at the end of the month, just click, I did 4, 5, 1, 2, 0, or I did my own thing. There's a space where you can put 5 additional things that you do with parents can do with their children at home. And I love the holidays because I get so many baked cakes with grannies and shopping and football and basketball. So they really get into sharing positive things that they've done with their families and positive things that they've done within the community. So I would love to get with everyone else on here and just give you the posters, and all the community partners have to do is just have the poster visible in their business. And if a parent or a child comes in, just talk to them about that character trait word for the month. And it's as easy as that.
I love it. I love it. That's great. And, I just love the fact that it is about partnership. So it's not just the school system, it's the entire community.
Right.
And I know we've got Mr. Ramus here. And I don't know if you can, it doesn't look like you're muted, but I know you've been very instrumental with our Project Safe and working closely at RB Hudson STEAM Academy with Project Safe. Mr. Ramus, are you there? All right. What about our parents that are on? I know, Miss Lewis, you were having some audio issues. Can you unmute and chime in at all with us? Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yes, ma'am. Hi, everyone.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I'm driving. That's why I do not have video.
Okay, well, definitely be careful.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm not looking.
Yeah, well, we want to tell you that we appreciate your partnership, because
Yes.
we often say parents are the first teachers, which means they're also our most important partners. So thank you for the support that you provide us and the support that you provide the scholars within Team Selma. So we appreciate you.
You're welcome, and thank you for including me. I'm always happy to participate when I can squeeze in a quick minute or so.
Yes.
Thank you.
Like I'm on the go now, but I'm here.
It never ends, does it? And you know what? And I'm glad you mentioned that too, because that's why the partnerships are so important, because we're all busy people. I am a single parent. My baby is not school aged anymore. So I definitely understand the juggling act that goes along with trying to get it all done. And we absolutely appreciate our parents for what they do. Mrs. Perry Watkins, are you able to unmute?
Good morning.
Hey, good morning. How are you? There you are.
Good morning, everyone.
Yeah.
No problem. Sorry. Earlier I was on a call, so I was like, can't get through. But thanks for sharing this link and for us to have the opportunity to be involved in the community with the children. We need all hands on deck.
Yeah.
Period. I think if we all come together, we can make some things happen for the positive, and we can make actually schooling enjoyable for the children.
Definitely.
Kind of how it was when we went to school. You know, it's totally different now, and when the kids come home and they're like, oh, I hate this or I dislike that. And I was like, I would hate it too, but I just don't let them know that. I'm like,
you're on Facebook Live, so they may know now.
Mine's not watching. So, so I appreciate, having an opportunity to come on, listen. I do have a very busy work schedule. Yeah. So, when I can get in, I try to get in.
That's what matters. Thank you. And so I was going to say was speaking with COVID is with our parents, especially our community partners, the level of partnership during that time, and in my opinion, escalated. We went over and beyond. Our parents became teachers. Our partners opened up hubs for our scholars whose parents weren't able to stay at home. And so, but thank you for that. But let's talk about what is the lasting impression of partnerships such as ours on our scholars as well as our teachers. I know for me, having partnerships while I was in school, Miss Perry Watkins and I were in school, and it set the trajectory for what we're doing now. And so what's the lasting impact from either partners that's on partnerships such as ours that we have at the school system? Not everybody at once.
Go ahead, JB.
Yeah, I'll just go. I think really the lasting impacts, so I've been here 5 years now, and, Good News Club and Cub Scouts and just some of these other things, just community minded, and of course I have 3 little boys. We were homeschooling before we got here. And so it was just kind of a good thing to continue on. But, lasting impacts, you go to Walmart or whatever, and people are like, these little kids come up and they just hug you, and they're just like, Mr. JB. And I'm like, Good News Club or Cub Scouts or at church or whatever. And they're like, all of it, and it's so good for me, just for the leader, for the community, partner, just to see that lasting impact and know that you are a part of making a difference. Yeah. And then a part of being a part of your families. Moms, I'm so just proud of y'all. I was raised by a single parent mom, and she had three little kids. I was the baby, and so I got my way. But anyways, she was working 2 jobs, and she was like some of you that are on here, and I just applaud you. Thank you for continuing on and just loving your kids, and it has gotten just so fast paced, this world, yet our parents continue to step up, and I'm just proud of our city schools that Parent University and all of these things just reaching out. And we also know, and hey, as a Christ follower, as a pastor, I know that it starts at the home. Yeah. And so I'm just so proud of the lasting impact that I hope that it starts at the home, if it's at school or community partnership or whatever, and then it ends at the home. That's what I'm about. And I'm just thankful to be a part of it.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, Becky, why don't you wrap us up and just tell us, what would you say to other people who might be considering a partnership? What are some information or encouraging words? Because we have so many community partners, but guess what? We always need more. Always. There's never a time when we're going to say, nope, we're full. So what would you say to other potential partners about your experience, or that might encourage them to want to partner with us as well?
Well, I'll just say that these children are our future. Mm-hmm. And, building these relationships and really caring for our kids and our children and our teens. I mean, they're our future, and these lasting relationships are what's going to be our future. And so it's really important that we have, that we build these relationships, and that we have so much more in common than differences. And so it's just a joy to be a part of that. And I truly encourage anybody out there that these kids are our future. We've got to love on them and show them the world and broaden their horizons. And anyway, and I'm delighted, Courtney, you and Avis are wonderful leaders, and I'm delighted to work with y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And thank you to all of our partners and our parents, our team members, our families. And Courtney, can you just tell everybody, how do they partner with us? What do they need to know to go ahead and become a part of Team Selma?
Definitely. So the first thing is you can reach out to me. I'm your liaison to get in. So if you don't want to go directly to a school or don't know the principal per se, you can start with me. I'm right here at the central office in front of Selma High. My number, you can call or text it, is 334-419-1994. Or you can visit our website. We have an Adopt a School page, and there's some information there which will lead you right back to me. Or we have a community voice link on our website that you can pitch an idea to, and we can connect that way. So there are many avenues to connect with me, and I encourage you to do it today so that we can initiate and start those lasting partnerships. And yeah, so thank you guys again for joining us for talking. Again, this is a monthly discussion with a panel of our guests and parents, and it's meant to do what it just did today. Fill us all up with joy and continue to spread the good news of Selma City Schools and everyone that partners with us. I do have a few announcements before we get off. Tomorrow is our State of the Schools address. It will be at 9 o'clock, and we will stream live to Facebook tomorrow. So you will see us again, maybe twice, because we do have our regular Talk Soup tomorrow, and it's an extra special Talk Soup. So you'll see us tomorrow at 9 as well as at 11. 9 for our State of the Schools, 11 for Talk Soup. We also are having a remote learning day for all scholars on Friday. Schools will share specific information regarding learning on that day, but just remember that it is a remote learning day. We are doing a grand reopening of our Alternative Learning Center on Friday. You are welcome to join us or come down there, but we do invite our partners out. And then today we are having a Selma High School Basketball Media Day. So we do have local schools here at Selma High sharing some information about their future. So that's all I have now, Doc, if you have anything else.
I think you covered it all. That was some awesome information. Yes. And we certainly look forward to seeing everybody, the next couple of days, tomorrow and Friday. If we don't get to see you, please have a happy Thanksgiving and know that we are so, so, so grateful for you, for partnering with us, and just for being a part of Team Selma and the support that you provide. And as always, we can close with our theme, and you all can unmute and say it with us if you want to. Our theme for Team Selma is one team, one voice, committed to excellence. And we are so grateful that you're a part of our team. So until next time, have an amazing day.